So anyways, y'all, with that being said, no shade, no tea, relax. No, fuck that. I mean, it is what it is. Y'all niggas are serving shade, tea, everything under the sun. So let's get to Little Fizz and Apryl. Lil Fizz and Apryl, y'all know daggone well that y'all are gonna piss a lot of people off with this whole subject about you guys dating, falling in love, whatever it is that y'all doing. I can't say that it's not y'all falling in love because Lil Fizz, you over here buying houses and stuff. With that being said, we follow up with Lil Fizz and Apryl. They hopping out of the little car that Love and Hip Hop provides, that Mona be providing for them to get to and fro so we can get the story, right? Right. So Lil Fizz open the car door for Apryl. Apryl blindfolded like, what's going on? Take off the blindfold, right? She take off the blindfold like, oh my God, what is it? Bitch. And so Little Fizz, you know, he takes her obviously around, but for priorities and time's sake, we gotta cut to the chase. With that being said, what we doing? We sitting at the top of the terrace. It's probably in the main bedroom area. It's a balcony. It's beautiful, right? I would probably say the living room area upstairs type of situation. I don't know. I've been in a few houses before, not for nothing. And yeah, I don't know. But anyway, so we sitting on top of the balcony and we're looking, overviewing the Los Angeles area, and it's beautiful, right? And it's not no hidden hills or nothing like that, but it is nice. It is nice, y'all. And Fizz is like, girl, fuck everybody. Fuck everybody and what they talking about. Fuck your nigga. Fuck my baby mama. Fuck your baby daddy. Fuck everybody who got something to say. Fuck you getting fired on Jason Lee, because we know you still getting a check from this. So fuck all of that. Fuck all of that. Like, what's up, me and you? What we gonna do? How we gonna handle this situation? How we gonna pop wolf? And, Apryl is like still acting like confused, acting like she don't know what the fuck is going on, acting like she ain't been doing what she been doing. But maybe in Apryl here, she like, girl, well, I wanted it to be this way. I wanted it to be the secret. I wanted it to be the lie we was telling everybody. Maybe that's what it is, but we don't know that. All we know is what it is. What's up? And she go to crying, and all this bullshit I'm going through because I'm just like, fuck it. Like, I just want to be happy. But at the end of the day, all bullshit aside, when you fed up, when you tired of the norm, when you tired of this how you get married, this how you keep a man, this how you do this how you do that, and good and damn well, like, I'm a good person, period, and a motherfucker is just coming in, fucking that all up, you know what I mean, making me feel a type of way, treating me all kinds of fucked up and whatnot. And when you going through that type of situation where you just like, fuck everybody and fuck this, fuck the laws of the land type shit. Some laws of the land don't work for everybody, okay? There's certain laws of the land you gotta follow. Like, for instance, bitch, if I'm standing in the line at KFC or Popeyes or wherever the fuck I'm at, standing in line, okay, sitting in line in my car, okay, it ain't a motherfucker who could get out that car because they all the way in the fucking back and then walk their ass up to the front of the fucking car drive-through ordering situation window and be like, I'm just tired of standing in line, so I just walked over here even though everybody's standing in line for their food. Fuck them. Can I get my phone for phone? Like, no, bitch, it don't work. Like, that's certain laws of the land you gotta follow. But then when it comes to men and women, which are people, essentially, we're people. This is a man, this is a woman, but we're both people. Yeah, I get everything that's going on. I get Fizz saying, we've spent so much time together, it was only natural for us to come into this conclusion. With that being said, okay, if Apryl was still pursuing a relationship with Omarion, of course I would not agree that, you know, this just was naturally supposed to happen. If, you know, if everybody had these bad situations going on, it didn't have these terrible situations going on both sides, I would not assume, like, yeah, this is the best situation because it was only meant to be. There was nothing to work out. Fizz has not been with Apryl for over 10 years. Yes, it's been 6 years according to Moniz, because it's been 6 years that they've been on the show doing this bullshit publicly, okay? So that's why, of course, Moniz is like 6 years, and of course, for Fizz, it's like, it's been 10 years since we've really even been fucking with each other. Yes, it's a disrespectful moment after moment after moment after moment regarding Fizz and Moniz. But at the end of the day, what we all know regarding Fizz and Moniz is there's nothing there. If there was no Apryl and Fizz situation, we would have all... First of all, when there was no Apryl and Fizz situation, y'all was sitting over there saying, Monique need to get over it. She need to move on. She this, she that, she this, she motherfucking that. Okay, so now that he's with Apryl, we want to pay attention to Moniz. Now her storyline has become valid, which is fine for me, because what we didn't know was the whole time Moniz is like, bitch, the whole time I've been saying, like, as long as it doesn't have anything to do with my son, I'm straight. Now, when she says there are, you know, backslides that are happening with Cameron because of, you know, some bitch, because every time that Cameron backslides, it's because of a bitch. I need y'all bitches, y'all niggas, and everybody else in the motherfucking social media universe to understand that. To understand when your child is backsliding because of a behavior that you know all too well in a person that you know romantically, personally, family-wise. I don't give a fuck what the situation is. If you know that motherfucker is bound to drizzle as soon as they get some dick or some pussy, that's an issue. That's not just a mom issue. It's plenty of men in this world, white, black, Puerto Rican, or Haitian, bitch, that feel the same motherfucking way when it comes to their women or men. I don't know. But all I'm saying is, it ain't like this is a woman or man issue. This is a person issue. This is a mother. This is a parent issue. This is a father issue. You know what I'm saying? That's what the fuck I'm talking about. And as a parent, I get exactly where Moniz is coming from. With that being said, let's move the fuck on. She accepts Fizz's offer or gesture to court her appropriately. We are taking the next step. It does seem awkward, but for some people it just makes sense. Fizz has been living in this woman's house, has an open door policy. No matter if he's working, partying, or whatever the case, he can always come to Apryl's home to lay his head, and he doesn't have to be laying at his mama's house like the sister asked if he was still doing. Okay? So with that being said, yes, for men, y'all know about this homeless sexual thing. Y'all motherfuckers that is homeless sexual. Y'all are grateful to have a place to stay. And that could turn into something else. And it could be a little too friendly. Okay? So yes, that brings me to Mickey Monday's situation. But before I get into Mickey Monday's situation, I'm going to finish this video off with a Rantiana like I always motherfucking do. Bitch, where are my sunglasses? I had them right there. Oh, here they go. Put my sunglasses on. So with that being said, my opinion regarding Little Fizz and Apryl, everything considered, the fact that Omarion don't want Apryl, up and left, we got 2 kids, are you fucking kidding? All that, the diss track she done made, and all these things she done did to bring attention to herself so she could be back on Love and Hip Hop to make even more of a spectacle of herself. For me to be here today, it is a blessing. Receive it. Don't make a mockery of God. We're moving on. With that being said, my love, Lil Fizz, considering Moniz, considering all the bitches he done came and went, we done came and went. Yes, Moniece has felt disrespected by all these bitches. But again, we talking about Mo motherfucking niece, the disrespect motherfucking queen. She thinks she gonna annihilate Fizz and Apryl's relationship like she did all the other bitches. And my opinion on that is, Moniece, I think that you have your hands full this time. I think that you really think that you're going to be able to get rid of Apryl, and I don't think it's going to be that easy. Because remember, all those times Fizz was, you know, having them laying up in a spot that VH1 paid for to make sure that he had somewhere to film and made it look like, you know, the checks was coming in better than they was when they wasn't. I'm sorry, we're just gonna call it spade, motherfucking spade, okay? We talking about the rent situations, okay? So with that being said, it was cool, but I think this is more of a like my coins before Love and Hip Hop. Like, these is B2K coins. Now that I'm off tour and I done got my check, it's really big. Let's put down on this house. Monopoly, bitch. You know what I mean? And I got a house I motherfucking own. I got some property I motherfucking own, bitch. And I can sell this motherfucker if I need to get some more coin to do whatever the fuck I gotta do. But I think Lil Fizz, I think we own something with it. And I like it. I'm sorry, Moniece, that it couldn't be you. But y'all cannot convince me that Lil Fizz is not being a father to his son like he's being a father to Apryl's son and her kids. You cannot convince me that he's not being a father figure all around. Girl, bye. You cannot. With all the shit that all the complaints that Lil Fizz done had about motherfucking Moniece, don't let the motherfucking narrative of today change your mind of how the fuck you felt tomorrow or yesterday, whatever the case. Because yesterday we all felt like, Moniece, you was out here doing some trifling shit, and that's why your baby daddy has 90% custody of your child, and that's why we always back and forth. Moniece couldn't say a bad thing about her baby daddy, because at the end of the day, her baby daddy was taking care of Cameron when she was out spending the night at the fucking hotel parties that she was throwing, when she was fucking having to stay overtime because she was hosting a fucking mansion party somewhere in Hidden Hills and whatnots. Okay, you was out being a thought before the word thought was even invented. So at the end of the day, Lil Fizz hates you and feels this hatred and nastiness that we see that translate across the screen because of the fact that, Moniece, you did all the shit that he said you did. When that nigga says, do you want a cookie for finally being a mother? Bitch, how the fuck am I supposed to feel as a fucking mom? Because I would be telling my baby daddy the same shit if I had a baby. I don't have no baby daddies. I have my child's father, my man, the person that I live with, sleep with, and suck it, you know, do all that stuff too. But anyway, that's what that is. But at the end of the day, we ain't talking about me, bitch. We talking about you. And at the end of the day, where are we at with it? You're sucking and fucking everything under the sun. Whatever the case is, it's unfortunate. We could go into Lil Fizz and how he was taking it up the ass and all that shit back in the day, and how he may be confused about what the fuck he want, and how Cameron may be his only motherfucking child ever to be motherfucking created because of his issues with this, that, and the third. But here come motherfucking Apryl. And poop pound, life goes on, shit changes, and guess what, Moniece? You may not be the only bitch in the picture who has a child by this man. This man is showing growth. This man is moving forward, okay? That was a toxic situation. We could tell because y'all played it out for several seasons. National TV. So at the end of the day, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. It's too much there to unpack for you to say that this situation is A and B, and that Apryl and Fizz are wrong and Moniece is right. I'm sorry. If we was living in a world where Apryl, Fizz, and Moniece was all fucked up, then we would be able to unpack this shit. But y'all want an easy answer right now, like y'all always do. And it's just not gonna motherfucking happen. Is Moniece right in saying what she say about the concern of her child? Yes, but I just can't help but feels like it comes from another place, and that's why nobody gets you. Y'all sitting at the skating ring, somebody says, oh, well, you didn't tell Moniece that you and Lil Fizz was doing what y'all was doing. Zell said y'all getting married, having babies and small shit, baby. But somebody posed the question, and immediately Apryl says, I don't have to, because I didn't have to. And listen, if I'm Apryl, I don't have to tell Moniece a motherfucking thing. Fizz need to tell her some motherfucking things, okay? And because Fizz doesn't have, he got a whole nother story that he's telling me as a woman who has been the other woman before. I'm sorry. It's just some shit that you see for yourself that you know is real. And you know what it is. And you know that it's motherfucking bullshit on the bitch's side. Do you know it's bullshit on the nigga side too? But yeah, shit happens. If I go back all the way and explain to you why I have ever put my hands on a man or spit on a man, socked a man, broken a man's windshield, you would be like, oh, she's crazy. But at the end of the day, there's some things that have been deserved. There's some things that have been, you know, that have to be addressed like in a real way. You have to unpack it. You can't just say, I'm this because I did this. Because the next man who doesn't know all these stories about me in the media and all that shit, and I'm just a regular bitch living my regular life, guess what? That man is going to be like, well, she didn't do none of that shit to me, so I'm going to keep rocking with her until that wheel fall off. With that being said, I'm going to be over this whole fizz and them shit. I do support the relationship until I get better intel and information. Because people ain't speaking their real truths, I'm liable to believe what I see and not what the fuck I hear. So with that being said, Omarion, I know you got kicked out of your own son's birthday party before you could even go in, but at the end of the day, you didn't pay for the birthday party, Fizz did, and Apryl didn't want you there, so I don't know what to tell you on that. It's been a lot of scandalous shit happening with them. Moniece can't get her. We at the skating rink looking desperate and all this shit, but at the end of the day, it ain't nothing I can do or say about it, okay? Because at the end of the day, Moniece, Apryl, and Fizz, y'all just gonna have to time. It's just gonna have to be time. It's nothing else that can happen, boo. You cannot, this is not your, what Apryl said, this is not your friend. Fizz is not your friend, okay? Let that sink in. There ain't nobody fucking with you all like that to where we could just sit here and just talk about nothing. Get to the point or not. Like, I don't need an explanation of this. I need you to say, I need you to have Cam for 17 weeks because I'm gonna be in rehab. That's what I need you to say. I don't need you to say, I'm going through this, I'm tearing down, and I'm like, no, because that, what you meant to say never got translated because you would spend all this time talking about shit that don't concern me. I know y'all don't understand it. I know it's going by quick, but I just feel like sometimes you gotta cut that shit off at the motherfucking head and not the motherfucking tail. I don't fuck with you like that. So if you need something that is regarding a child that we laid down and made together, I'm gonna need you to be on point with that, period. I'm gonna need you to say that and that only. The other shit is for the birds. I'm gonna be back with part 3, and we gonna talk about some more stuff, Mickey Monday and whatever else I miss. We're gonna wrap it up. But yeah, I'll be right back. Deodorant, whatever.